To get us started. And with Towles on the return, Fitzgerald to Son. That is a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Free for Le'Veon Bell. He'll be tackled shy of the 30. Extra on the play.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Roethlisberger gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The tackle there by Mark Barron. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
A big reason this team led the league in offense, their offensive line. Monster strength. 3 Pro Bowlers last year in Alejandro Villanueva, David DeCastro, and Marquise Pouncey. Kept their quarterbacks upright to throw it downfield and carved a lot of holes for their runners.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
What's up?
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that
field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very
Madden 1-8 or Madden 1-9, pause twice for 1-9, once for 1-8.
Mighty go for it.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play action pass.
Touchdown. Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And they quarterback by Jared Goff, the third-year man out of Cal and the Novato, California native.
It always comes down to the talent of a player first, but never underestimate what good coaching can do for you as well. How about Jared Goff, 0-7 as a rookie, to 11-4 in an NFC West title in the second season? The arrival of Sean McVay and his staff, they really jumped up his game. 28 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions in 2017.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. To throw on second down is gone. Flush to his right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth. Possession of the turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great, make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Goff. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now another one thrown incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 55 yards. So the Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown, making a nice catch.
And eating up a nice chunk of yardage as well. And how about how he ended the play? Being the guy that makes the catch over a defender to finish things off. He really competes for the football well.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Goff on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Goff now looking to throw. Sheds off the tackle. Right side complete. That's Woods. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun. Nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. 2
yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now running right through him. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Oftentimes we praise them to run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They're not they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Man open left side is Brown. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
And guys, man, complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 30 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
Making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take.
It's caught inside the 25. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 47 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. They'll try and run it with Gurley, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. They're on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
this is caught at the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Oh, he fakes a spike. And his throw is incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved. Loved one there, but at least it does get him to. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. Up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Goff again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 40 yards. Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do? He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he? He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play.
Here we go.
Peters is in a practice session when he's at the University of Washington. I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro. Take over at the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth. All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there, Goff to Kupp, 49 yards. to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done it.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That's complete right around the 8. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout.
Hello, can you resubscribe to me, please?
As the clock stops here with 46. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. This to make it a 2-score game. Well, going into the final play of